Hey! I got the Man-Eater! Wow. I wasn't expecting to get that so quickly. This is Prince of Somnia, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy V. Last time, we came here to Istory Falls looking for the next tablet, and I decided to do a little break in the recording. I looked for a little while for the Man-Eater, and I couldn't find one, so I went and had lunch, watched a few videos on YouTube on my own, and decided to come back to recording a little bit later. It's about 2 hours since the last recording session took place, and I just walked in here, ran into an alchemy on my first try, and got exactly the item I was looking for. When does that ever happen? Yeah, it was beyond lucky, really, but whatever. I will take it. I will take that, and I don't know where I was going with that. Anyway, the Man-Eater knife that we just got, can we not even equip it as... No, I guess not. Let's see if I can't show it off. Am I missing something? Didn't I just get the Man-Eater? The thief knife, the twin lance. There we go. Let's see if it's in my items. There it is, Man-Eater knife. Basically, the Man-Eater knife is... It's actually kind of weird. And well, I don't know if any other weapon does this, but I know for a fact the Man-Eater knife actually does double damage with jump. It's kind of like a lance in that respect. And it always deals a critical hit against human-type enemies, which is very useful against a certain boss later in the game, and against the Alchemias, who are also human-type. Basically, it'll one-shot them, so that's pretty nice. So let's see what's over this way. We're just gonna continue through the dungeon. Oh, shit! Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call a Tonberry. Basically, a Tonberry will walk up towards you, ever so slowly, step by step, inch by inch, stab you 3 times and walk away. Except that 3 times stabbing will pretty much one-shot every character, no matter what. Any character, no matter what. So, yeah, it sucks. If you can, try and kill this thing before it gets to you. But it has a lot of HP, so you might not be able to. I set up a golem there, hoping it'll keep me alive. Otherwise, someone is going to get multiple stab wounds as a reward for facing this thing. Yeah, someone's going to get stabbed. Nice accuracy. Yeah, Geomancy's... okay. What's he gonna do when he's confused? Okay, he just knifed himself. Fair enough, I suppose. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, knife hits really, really hard. Man, he is still not dead. I told you, this guy has a shitload of HP. I could probably switch out of the thief if I really wanted to right now. I don't really need a thief. Yeah, you see how much damage that would have done? That would have killed someone. How much HP does this guy have left? No, he's got 5,000. What? 5,000? Well, now he has significantly less than 5,000. And now he has 0. Well, we got 15 ability points off of that Tonberry fight, though. That's pretty nice. Damn near close to finishing off Black Mage for Creo. I don't know what I'm going to have her work on after that. I don't think there's anything I really want to... Well, I guess maybe Bard. Ugh. Or Blue Mage. I could work on Blue Mage for her, too. Yeah. Mainly, I'm just trying to get some of my job classes close to maxing out their or getting to mastery level, so. And look at this, it's a secret-ish passage! Oh great, the bats. These guys don't have all that much HP, but they can use vampire. And they can dodge too. Let's see, let's just rumble their asses. It shouldn't really take much power to get them killed. Yeah, that was like twice their HP and damage, so whatever. We're getting a lot of levels out of this place. Oh, a rune blade. A rune blade is kind of like the rune axe, but in blade form. I suppose that was obvious. But yeah, a really good combination to use the rune blade with would be giving it to a Mystic Knight, because it'll pretty much boost their damage output pretty well, since Mystic Knights have surprisingly good magic power. There is a better weapon for Mystic Knights, though. We'll be getting to that one soon enough. Well, it's a good thing I don't have to work on those level X spells anymore. What a load off my back. Let's see. Ferris got poisoned in that last fight. Let's just take care of that right quick. Over this way. No small amount of ability points. Oh, this is this one! Oh my god, I remember this one! Alright, so, basically, the way this works is, you have this switch here, you need to press it and run to that chest over there. And you can only do this if you, are either using a Thief in the Super Famicom version, or you're playing any version other than the Super Famicom version. So you press the switch, run over here, and grab your Protect Ring. There you go. Not that I'm really going to use the Protect Rings all that much. I mean, maybe now and every now and again, but not often. No, another Alchemia. I didn't think I'd be lucky enough to get 2 of them. That would have been ridiculous. And unnecessary. We don't need that many. We don't need that many man-eater knives. Hell, we don't even need the one I stole. I just got that for novelty's sake. I mean, it's gonna make the end game interesting, but not necessary. Alright, B3. Let's see. Got some chests over here. And a Steel Fist. Let's see, these guys can counterattack with Air Fist, which sets Old and Sap. They're vulnerable to status Spellblade effects, so if you want to use that, you can. Or you can just stab and shoot them repeatedly. Sounds like we just got an ability for someone. That'd be Creel! We mastered the Black Mage. So there we go. Yeah, the mages are going to be mastering their job classes before anyone else, just because of the way my job classes are structured. They have to learn or master less job classes than everyone else, so... Okay, we could work on Bard, but I don't like Bards. And I'm really not sure what I'm going to get out of a Bard in the long run. Let's see, we could work on Mime or Red Mage if I really cared about Mime or Red Mage, but I don't. I guess Blue Mage. It's gonna be really weird playing the Blue Mage again. We haven't used this in a long time. Let's go Summon. The reason why I'm spending all this time trying to... the reason why I'm spending all this time trying to master all of these different job classes is because as freelancers, they're gonna get all the passives and all of the highest collective stat bonuses across all the classes they master. So Yeah, that'd be really, really good to have. The Mimic does too, but I'm not as big a fan of the Mimic. Unless, you know, you want to use the Mimic, that's totally fine. It might not be a terrible idea, actually, but... I don't know. I'll think about it, but no promises. Let's see. Hairpin. One of the really nice things about the Mimic is that they have, you can basically set any command you want on the Mimic. I believe that's the class that lets you do it, as well as Mime. So you could have, like, Mime and 3 job class abilities at once if you really wanted to. So, you know, I could have Summon Black and Blue at the same time if I really, really wanted to. I'm not sure if I want to, but I'll have to think about it. It's something I haven't really thought about, and it's something that's probably going to be, like, endgame level stuff I have to think about. Anyway, we've got Coral over here. These guys are also weak to lightning, and they can also set the poison status on you. I would have shown them off the last time they came up in a battle, but I had to blow my nose, so yeah, that wasn't happening. Wow. You know you're in the crapper when Creel can two-shot you. Anyway, enough job class talk. Let's just keep on rolling. Did I get what was over there? Yeah, I did. I was running my mouth for so long, I just forgot. You know, I was just running my mouth, but whatever. Yeah, late game Final Fantasy V is easy game Final Fantasy V. And Reflect Ring. Reflect Rings are nice too. Or as I sometimes might say, Refrect Ring, because Japanese though. Man, I can't believe I'm already done with that. Whatever. Anyway, we got a save point over here. I'm going to make use of that real quick. Let's see, we got our mad stacks of cottages here. 20 might be overkill, but hey, there is no kill like overkill. Alright, let's keep moving. Let's see, before what? Ha ha ha, no. Yeah, before, you're either going to want a Geomancer, like I do, or the Find Pits ability. Because there are pits here. Not the angel pit, the actual, like, holes in the ground. Let's see. In here, we got the Artemis Bow. This deals critical damage against Magic Beast type enemies. But otherwise isn't as good as the Yoichi Bow, so don't worry about it. And a lot of money. I can't argue with a lot of money. Let's see, this way now. Sorry, I was glancing at me notes. I have to do that every now and then, viewers. Not everyone can memorize everything about a video game. For some reason, every time I see summon, I actually see the word Sun Moon. I wonder why. Considering the fact that I'm on my 5th consecutive playthrough of Sun right now, well, Sun and Moon, it really shouldn't surprise anyone at that point. Yes, 5th consecutive, yes, I'm crazy, yada yada yada. I can't help it, viewers. Anyway, over here we get the Enhancer. This is the better sword I was talking about for Mystic Knights. Basically, I believe it either boosts like magic power or just elemental power. In any case, it's really, really good if you're enhancing or using a Spellblade effect, because it just deals a lot of damage. Well, that's one way to get down here. Well, I'll just show you. This is how you're supposed to get down to B5, but, well, I didn't. I just walked straight into the pit like a dumbass. Anyway, you want to hit the switch. It'll show you where there are spikes that appear to trick you. You get another Aegis Shield. That is awesome. Maybe not as cool as Aegis Slash, but hey, you know, I'll take what I can get. Ooh, we gain Light Step. I believe that's the ability that lets you walk over lava and stuff as a Geomancer. Wow! Already? That was fast. I mean, I knew the Geomancer didn't have much to do, but damn, that was quick. Okay. Well, alright then. Work on Chemist, because I have nothing better for you to do. Equip the Sage's Staff for some boosted Holy. That's pretty nice. Let's see. Ooh, a Titan Axe! I believe that's just an all-around really good axe for any Berserker character you have, if you're actually using a Berserker, which I am not, because, as I said before, I don't really particularly care for Berserkers, but oh well. I might just master it for the strength bonus anyway. For bards, at least. I don't know, I'll think about it. There's a lot of different things you can do in this game, and a lot of different ways you can structure your party, which is one of the things I love about Final Fantasy V, to be honest, is just how much versatility you can really have. There's just so many ways you can kill people! And a Fuma Shuriken, which I'm probably never going to use. Oh well. Well, at the very least, you're getting a lot of Maiden's Kisses for Succubus Kiss. It's a really good way of giving people the suck, viewers. Okay, now I believe there is a way for us to... Oh, right, yeah. We're supposed to fall down a pit, so let's just drop down here. Ow. And there it is, the tablet. Alright, let's rearrange our setup a little bit. Alrighty then, rearranged my setup for the next boss fight here. Next boss is going to be weak to thunder, so I wanted to have as much thunder elemental damage to dish out as possible. Pressing that 5 times fast. Anyway, I've got Bart's two-handed Spellblade, the classic. He's got the enhancer on him, because it's the best weapon you can use as a well, okay, not the best, but one of the best weapons you can use. Technically, the Chicken Knife and Rapid Fire would be better, but let's not talk about that right now. Genji Helm Crystal Armor, just good armor. Coral Rings, all around, actually. Everyone has a Coral Ring, because the boss uses a really powerful Water Elemental move, so I want to be able to nullify that. Lena is Chemist, because I have nothing better to work on for her at all. Gold Hairpin, just cause. Black Robe, just cause. And Coral Ring, because you know why. Sage's Staff, in case I feel like using Holy. Creel is Blue Mage with Black. She's got the Aegis Shield on to protect against magic every so often. Coral Ring again, Gold Hairpin again, Black Robe again, Magus Rod for boosted Thunderga, basically. She's going to be using Mighty Guard and then following up with boosted Thundergas all around, so there you go. Varus, I've gone with the Dancer setup again. Chicken Knife, Man-Eater, those are the two most powerful knives she has, and they also both boost her speed, which is really, really good because knives deal damage based on your current speed, so that's good. Lamia's Tiara for the sword stance, Mirage Vest for dodging, and the Coral Ring for Coral Ring goodness, I guess. So there you go. That's the setup I'm going to be using for this next fight. So let's go ahead and grab our tablet. Oh. What, no boss? What do you mean? We don't have to fight anyone for the tablet. Oh, okay, I guess we are. Alright, demon guy. Let's do... Huh? Whoa, holy crap, giant dragon. Well, that's, one way to take care of a demon infestation. Jeez. He didn't even do anything. He literally just walked up to the guy, looked at him funny, and the demon disintegrated. No, but, anyway, yeah, this is the real boss of Istory Falls. Although actually you don't have to fight him, he's completely optional. But where's the fun in that? This is Leviathan. Alright, let's bring it on. In boss time! Now, Leviathan has a really, really powerful... Nice. Leviathan basically has a really, really powerful water elemental move called Tidal Wave. It'll deal somewhere between like 600 to 1200 damage to your entire party, and he can sometimes even use it multiple times per round. You don't want this to happen. It will kill you. Like, legitimately kill you. That's why I have coral rings all around. That'll prevent him from doing anything nefarious to my body. That came out wrong. Anyway, yeah, so basically coral rings all around. It's not absolutely necessary. You can get away with 2, or if you're particularly fast enough, you can get away with just none at all, 1 or 2, or none at all. But it's really important that you get out Mighty Guard as fast as possible to deal with both his physical attacks and with that nasty, nasty Tidal Wave. If I was still working on Summoner, I would actually use Golem instead of just Mighty Guard, but I don't have the Summoner around, so I'm just going to go ham with all of that damage. Holy crap. Yep, there's Tidal Wave. Now, we have Shell, so that cut the damage in half. But imagine if we didn't, and we weren't using Coral Rings. That would have been so bad! Like, he would have annihilated us just then. It's really awful how much damage this guy can do to you. And if you think it's terrible, just wait until another super boss later on in the game. But anyway, yeah, once you take care of his nasty, nasty Tidal Wave issues, just use electricity, dance all over his face, the works. And we get an extra Reflect Ring off of him. We have enough to give for the whole party now if we wanted, which technically I suppose would make Carbuncle useless, but not necessarily, actually. There are better accessories. And we get Leviathan. Basically, he's a water elemental summon, so he doesn't actually get boosted by the Magus Rod, which is unfortunate. And while technically he is more powerful than Sildra, boosting the water element is a little troublesome in this game, so it's just better to use Sildra. Sildra ends up being more powerful in the long run, so yeah. Alright, we got him! Well, that was easy. Where's the Staples easy button when you need it, viewers? It's never around. Anyway, yeah, let's just go back to our submarine now. There's a few things I want to do before I end this episode. It's going to end up being a little on the long side, but that's totally fine. Okay, back in the sealed room of Kuza Castle. It's time to get ourselves the last of the 12 sealed weapons here. We've already come across them all. Fire Lash, probably never going to use that. I don't plan on using the Beastmaster ever, to be honest. Control is the only really good ability they've got. Let's see, Sasuke's katana. It may or may not see some use, I'm not sure. And I believe last but not least is the Gaia Bell, which literally will never see any use whatsoever. It truly is a terrible weapon. I'm sorry, but it is. But to be fair, it's hard to make weapons that deal randomish damage useful, so oh well. And that's the last of the 12 legendary weapons. Alright. I will fight X-Death's Soul and the Shield Dragons eventually, just not right now. I'm not in the mood for it. I'll come back later. An earthquake? I don't remember this happening in the Super Nintendo version. Well, this is actually something that was introduced in the Game Boy Advance version. I don't know if it's in the iOS version or not, but I imagined it would be. Anyway, just want to head down south, or so far north that south becomes north. And now you see some sort of bubbling thing over here in the ocean. Oh, look, it's another trench. Are we gonna have to go through another really long dungeon with dwarves near the end of it all? Nah, we're just gonna get shocked faces all around. What's going on? Maybe this was, oh, that doesn't sound good. Great. We're getting the suck before we even make it to X-Death. Nuts. Oh, or we could be just fine. That works too. Okay. Weird. Cool, but weird. Uh-oh. Well, that's not good. We're trapped! What are we gonna do now? Well, pick up these job class crystals, of course! Yes! There's secret job classes to pick up in this area. Only from the Game Boy Advance version and above can you find the Oracle, Gladiator, and if the game will let me talk to the crystal, Cannoneer job classes. There is a fourth, but it's post-game only, and I'm not going to cover that, probably. Alright. 3 brand new job classes, 2 of which I'm not going to use, actually, to be perfectly honest. I'll be honest, I'm not as familiar with these 3 job classes as I am with the normal job classes from the Super Famicom version. Who's this guy? Oh, I guess he's gonna explain them. Well, I'll just say, what they do, I believe the Oracles, they can use the predictability to use, like, certain abilities. They have, like, a countdown that appears above the enemy's head when that ability will activate on them. I'm not 100% certain of what these abilities do. You'd have to test them out for yourself, but it's really not worthwhile using Predict at all. It is elemental, so you could use the Magus Rod with that to boost its damage, but other than that, the only reason why you would ever want to use the Oracle is because it has the highest magic power in the game, which is really nice. I also believe they get JP up as an ability or something like that, or ability points up or something like that. My mind's in Final Fantasy Tactics mode, apparently. So yeah, that could be really, really cool if you so care. But other than that, I don't think they're worth it. None of these job classes are worth it unless you really take the time to invest in them, and since they come so late in the game, that either is going to involve a lot of grinding, or what I'm going to do in the next episode of this Let's Play series. Gladiators I am going to use, though. I'm probably going to have Ferris work on that. Basically, they have an ability that has a really high chance of doing like a massive critical hit for elemental damage, or just straight up killing an enemy, which is kind of cool. But they can also do full damage from the back row with one of their passive abilities. I pretty much want to have Ferris to learn that ability, and then master the class so she can use it as a freelancer without taking up a slot, so that I can have her deal full damage with Dance from the back row. It's totally not necessary. You don't need to do this, but damn it if I'm not going to do it anyway. It's fun. And the last is Cannoneer. You can basically, it's kind of like a super chemist in that you can combine one of the 3 different kinds of shot with different items and see what happens. Although actually the only ammo that really matters is Blitz Shot. Or is it Blitz Shot? It's whatever the last one he said was. All the other ones are not worth it. I'm not going to use the Cannoneer though. There's no hope for that one. Not in this setup. Yeah. Anyway, you want to look for this guy around random shops around the world. He will have all the shots for the job class we just got, the Cannoneer. So that's pretty nice. Alright, let's get out of here. That's all I wanted to do right now. Eventually I am going to have Ferris start working on the Cannoneer job class. It's probably still going to involve me doing some grinding. I don't know. To be honest, a lot of this job class setup is just sort of testing things out as I go along kind of a deal. So, yeah. This is only my second time playing through the game, so... let's see. I might have Creel work on Oracle when she's mastered Blue Mage, just because I really don't have anything better for her to do. Yeah, here they are, Oracle, Cannoneer, and Gladiator. Wow, Creel's Gladiator outfit doesn't look that great. Yeah, I might have her work on that, not because I actually like Predict, but because I want the boost in power. I'll have to think about that too. But Ferris is definitely going to get made into a Gladiator eventually. It's so good. I really can't resist, viewers. And everyone else is, I'm just not going to do. Not even Bart's. Although, I suppose you could make Bart's into one if you really wanted to. I don't think it's worth it. Let's see. Alright then. Now, you might be wondering, with all these new job classes, and old job classes, how are we going to master them all? You'll just have to find out next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy V. See you guys then!